Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go from Minneapolis. To return, it's Brandon Powell. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The man who traded green and gold for Viking purple, it's Aaron Jones. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And this will wind up a Vikings 1st down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. At their 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. The ability to read and then react on this run. That was the key to this play here, Mike, for the linebacker. He's the run-through player, but when you hit it as fast as he does, the offensive linemen have no chance of getting off their combination blocks to account for you. You get through with speed in the backfield, and you take them down for a loss.
They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He's got room to roam. And he's going to be taken down.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Again, it'll be Jones. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Reichert. Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. On play action, Goff. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
His offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. Open man downfield, it's Addison. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. On now for the extra point, here's Will Riker. He knocks it through. And the Vikings will take a 15-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Now the second-year man out of Alabama, Jahmyr Gibbs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will score. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with it.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They go.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Powell now to bring it back. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll get this complete to Trent Sherfield. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Reichert now to add the extra point. It's up and through. The Vikings are able to extend their first quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That's caught by the speedster, John Ross. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. 2nd down and 8. On the ground now with Jones. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
That's the game of line. Brings up 3rd and 3.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ifeatu Melifonwu.
This is one of those situations, Mike, where a rookie quarterback can kind of be baited into thinking something's open, when it's really not. And these are the things that all coaches are just continuing to work through. Anytime you have a young signal caller, they haven't seen the reps. They don't have the experience. In this case, the defense plays this one to perfection, and it results in the big takeaway.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down. Goff. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chains so third down is not so daunting.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. On the move, past the 40. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down. Here's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. Here's first and 10. Now Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Once again, it's Gibbs. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it is fourth and goal. To throw is Goff. And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Yr1, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
And he'll wind up short of the goal line. So they're not able to get this back to a one-score game. The margin remains 10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Howell now to bring it back. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again. The Lions called their first timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That's taken in. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He's got it! And he'll be taken down.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the second time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, at the end of this drive, I might give him one more shot at the end.
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Halftime coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. A return now from the 4. And they'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Goff to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is brought in. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
28, Lions go.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, Hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 1 yard.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On first down, it's Goff. That's to the right side and incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll bring up second down. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing. From the gun, it's Goff. That's going to be caught. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. Throwing here is Goff. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Vikings have got it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. On fourth down, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Chandler. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18. Throwing again is McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's going to keep it himself. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this Then on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And he will score. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. Now, how about this? It's a fake. He'll take off again. And he's not going to get there. Very, very curious call. You could have just lined up for two and gone for it. Instead, they try this and come up empty. Now return coming from the 7. They'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Goff to throw on 1st down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job. Second down and 3. Goff to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's caught. And he will score. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
That's out quickly and complete. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Powell now to bring it back. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. A carry now for Chandler. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the 1st down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. To the air once more is McCarthy. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. On second down, it's Jones. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. On fourth down, on comes the rookie, Will Reichert, to try this Viking field goal. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. First and 10. And this will stay a two-possession game. Goff going to throw here on first and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's going to be taken down at about the 30.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On second down, Goff. He'll get that complete to Ross. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. On first and 10, here's Goff. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They motion the slot man left. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. 5
yards on the play.
He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he will score. Game on. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Powell now to bring it back. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll run it here with Chandler. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
On the ground, this is Chandler. And that'll be a pickup of 3. The Lions call their first timeout. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. A run now for Chandler. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Ifeatu Melifonwu.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught by Gibbs.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and he's out of bounds with the 1st down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock. From the gun, it's Goff. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up now for second down. Here's Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
On first down, it's Goff. A throw on the move is caught. Here's second and 2. To throw is Goff. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Good return, but he pays the price at the end, picked up and thrown down. They'll come up for first and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Working his way across the field. That is caught by Addison. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. To the right side, he's got Hockenson, his tight end. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. And that one incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll lead to a second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. Look wide. Get this one complete. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Minnesota. So big spot coming for the kicker, Will Riker. This to win the game. Got the distance, and it's good. He knocks it through from